This is your man Eric with Xtreme Kustomz, bringing you another video. Just got through spraying this one. Still in the boot, as you can see. Been telling everybody I'm fixing to bring them out with the wet. And I have. Of course, you can see this look is clear. It's wet. All wet. All wet. I want to give my man Tenn and Allkandy a shout out on this one. I've been looking at his videos. Of course, I'm on YouTube as well. We're on the same channel. You can go on Allkandy on YouTube. Allkandy. Just type that in there. You'll pull it up. It's going to be Allkandy.com. It's going to be his. Tenn in Louisiana. He's using the Autobahn.Makers. His own signature series on the wet. So this is it. This is the signature series on the wet. I got a hold of him. There it is. And now we're using it. He told me, he said, Eric, this stuff is unbelievable. He said it lays down good, give you the gloss and the shine, the wet you want. I said, well, Tenn, man, let me try some. So I ordered some, got some in. Now you can see it. This is it, on the wet. Every bit of it. Of course, this color here is the actual original color. And what I done was change the pearls out. I do a lot of mixing in-house. So we're able to swap things around, make colors for you. If I can get a good close picture on this, you'll actually see the metallic in it. This is the metallic in it. It's not like the original. You can even see me right there. That lets you know how wet it is. But like I said, I'm using the wet clear now. Switched over. I was using something totally different. But this here, like Tenn said, this is wet. This is wet. And this is what we're doing. Every car I do, I put them on the wet. Well, now I'm able to even do it even better. So like I like to say, just, appreciate that Tenn with Allkandy. Appreciate getting that clear in. Now look at there. This is me in the side panel of the truck. Look at there. This is wet. Can't get no wetter than this. Still taped up, still in the booth. This is how we do it at Xtreme Kustomz. If you want something done, just give me a call. 704-974-6313. We will hook you right up with the wet. No doubt in that. We will hook you up with the wet. Painted the front bumper, everything to match. She's wet. This is just a customer's car, or truck actually, not a car. I didn't want to do too much to it, just change, like I said, change the profile plate and give him a whole new coat. And he wanted the wet. This is what it is, right here. It's the Autobahn.Makers wet signature from Allkandy.com. It's right there. Using the exact same thing that Tenn's using. And he puts them on the wet. Believe me, he puts them on the wet. But you really have to see these cars and see this stuff in person. This camera, this video, it looks good, but it looks even better in person. Just want to give you guys a little sample, a little taste of this. So if we get everything back together, I'll do another video on it and show you what it looks like outside. So like if you want something done right, want it on the wet, make sure, just give me a call, 704-974-6313. And we'll get you fixed right up. Home of the wet wet. Home of the wet wet.